Yo, we're back at it. Week 2, Thursday Night Football. Vikings versus the Eagles. I expect Minnesota to come out hot, come out blazing. You do not want to be 0-2 to start the year, especially when you're going to contend for the NFC North division title. Eagles 1-0, coming off a very tough win against the New England Patriots, who always play good football behind a great coach. A little dirty weather in New England, so the Eagles' offense wasn't up to par. So week 2 against the Minnesota defense, where Baker Mayfield looked actually above average or looked average. I expect Jalen Hurts in that offense to come out firing. So I kind of expect not high scoring, but I expect the Eagles to come out way better. And I'm not saying high scoring because I still believe in that Eagles defense. I think Eagles defense is really legit this year. Everybody was worried about Hargrave leaving to the 49ers, but Jalen Carter is filling in that role excellent. Maybe even doing better than what people expected. But coming out the game, Eagles showed out. And in my opinion, they really showed out. I mean, I didn't like the offensive play calling as far as the pass game goes. They're still struggling a bit. I'm gonna post a quick little clip of AJ Brown going off on Jalen Hurts, with a head coach had to come and step in and had to tell him to calm down, because at this point in the game they're already up about 2 scores. But yeah, it's really interesting to see how the year progresses. Maybe losing Shane really hurt the Colts, or maybe I have no clue what's going on with the passing game. But the run game, DeAndre Swift about 25 carries, about 180 yards and a touchdown. But I think the defense, just as last week, they helped the offense out, created some turnovers. I mean, there was one drive the Eagles got the ball on, like at the 10-yard line, at the Vikings 10-yard line. They ended up capitalizing with the touchdown. Then they ended up doing a huge QB sneak, which everybody's talking about. Should it be stopped? Should it be banned? Should it be kept in the game? In my opinion, keep it in the game. And why I say that is because I watched the Colts last week. They tried to do it with Anthony Richardson, and it got stopped on 4th and 1. So give credit to Jalen Hurts and that offensive line. Like, give them credit. Find a way to stop it. The Jags stopped the Colts, so you got to find a way to stop it. Don't cry and say that play's unstoppable. It's clearly stoppable. You got to give the offensive line, was one of the best in the league. Give them credit. Give Jalen Hurts credit. He squats 600 pounds. It's going to be hard to stop, but I guarantee you it's possible to stop. As of right now, it's not. You can't stop it. It's a money play, glitch play. But I say keep it. Man up. Do whatever it takes to stop it. But as of right now, don't ban it. Do not ban it. It's really effective. They scored. I mean the Eagles scored twice off of it. That offensive line is really good, especially in the run game. I still think they're good in the pass game. Jalen Hurts has some big bombs to Smith. He underthrew one, but I'm not really concerned about it. I mean, I guess I am, because they ended up with the field goal. That was the Eagles' first drive, which obviously could change the outcome of the game huge, because they ended up with 3 points, so that's technically like a -4 in the score column. But then he hit him perfect. It was like the second drive they had in the third quarter, maybe late third, I'm not sure exactly. But anyway, he threw up a bomb to Smith, perfect stride and everything, touchdown. But the very following drive, Kirk Cousins answers himself with a deep bomb to Jordan Addison, rookie. So that's back-to-back touchdown weeks for him. And a lot of that is because of Justin Jefferson. He draws a lot of attention. So Kirk Cousins, as you're seeing in the clip right now, he was looking left. Ended up throwing a strike deep bomb to Jordan Addison, which is a beautiful play. Way to answer back, pretty much bomb for bomb. Um, the run game for the Vikings, it stayed in Minnesota. It's hard to run against the Eagles' front. Jalen Carter, Fletcher Cox, Jordan Davis, um, Graham comes off the bench, I believe. And I don't know if I said Hassan Reddick, but they have him also. Very tough front. That's just their front. They have Dean as at linebacker, who was absent this game, but that didn't affect him at all. James Bradbury was hurt this game too, so I expect a lot to see Darius Slay versus Justin Jefferson. And it was a pretty even match. I would say Justin won. I don't. Yeah, I don't think Darius Slay had an interception, but I think Justin did his thing. I would have to look at the stats more in depth, but just looking at like stats, because I'm not sure how much Slay was on Justin Jefferson. It was good. It was a good matchup though. Whenever they were lined up, Justin had a big catch. It was like second and 10, third and 10. Slay was on him. Made a difficult catch. I thought it was an interception by Slay, but it was a catch. So that was a wow moment. Two top tier guys going at it is always a blast. But other than that, my main concern is what are the Vikings gonna do going forward? 0-2. They can't seem to play a 60-minute ball game. Most of their points came, I guess you can say, garbage time. Like, it's not garbage time because they have a chance to come back, but I think they made it a one-score game, and DeAndre Swift broke out for a 43-yard run, and then he ended up capitalizing with a touchdown himself to make it, I forget what the final score was, 30, let's just say 34-27. And that's what I'm saying. Vikings didn't really score until like garbage time because they couldn't stop the Eagles' run game. I felt like they were getting like 7 yards a carry. I don't know what the yards per carry or whatever, but they couldn't stop the run game at all. A couple of run plays, play calls I didn't like. I know I said last week I wanted them to run more RPOs, more read options, but it was like 2 back-to-back plays. They just ran the RPOs. Like, no, you got to pass the ball. It's 3rd and 5. I mean, you want to catch them off guard, I guess. I get that concept, but Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Smith, Dallas Goedert finally got involved with the horrible play call, though. I don't get why offensive coordinators draw screens for a tight end. I never got that concept. They're, maybe Kyle Pitts is the only guy, but he's the only really athletic one to do that. But Dallas Goedert's really solid. Get him involved more in the pass game. They tried to, but he just really wasn't effective this game either. But that's what I want to see going forward for the Eagles. Run game, get Swift more involved. I don't know why they're playing with Gaineswell and Rashard Penny and I don't know who else they have over there. Swift is your best back in Philly. You got to use him. The more you use him, the more the pass game opens up play action. Play action, you get A.J. Brown involved. And after A.J. Brown yelled at Jalen Hurts, Jalen Hurts found him back in the end zone, but the Vikings came with the blitz, so that touchdown was called off. And then a couple plays later, Hurts tried to throw a bomb to A.J. Brown. Some people think it's pass interference, some don't. It's iffy. I don't mind the no call. I get why people want it to be a call, but it's an iffy. Let them play a little bit. Let them play just a little bit. So I did not mind that. So main thing going forward for the Eagles is work on that pass game, spacing, just different route concepts. Mainly just to work on your pass game. I think everything's fine other than the pass game. Hurts hasn't looked like himself. For the Vikings, play a 60-minute game. I felt like last week they only played like in the first half, second half they kind of stayed in the locker room. This game was flat first half, second half they came out, they showed fight, but you got to fight all 60 minutes to win it in the National Football League. But that's my opinion. Yeah, that concludes Thursday Night Football. If you guys like the video, like and subscribe. I know I posted late Saturday, but at least I got the video out. Like I said Friday or Saturday, I'm going to post it. So yeah, like and subscribe, share it with your friends, and let's see what Sunday has in store. Sunday, I expect Jags versus Chiefs. I want to see Josh Allen against Jawan Taylor. Interesting matchup. Walker against Taylor. NFL said they're going to be more strict on how the tackles are lined up, so that's going to be a really interesting matchup right there. Chris Jones against the Jags. I believe the right tackle is a rookie, so I expect in certain situations for Chris Jones to be there. Packers, Green Bay. Packers against the Falcons. Another interesting matchup. Only because are the Falcons that good and they were just kind of playing boring because they knew Panthers couldn't do nothing. Same with the Packers. Are they good? Or is it just because the Bears were the worst team in football last year? So I'm interested in that game. The game I'm more interested in is the two rookies. Anthony Richardson, Indianapolis Colts, against C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans. Division rival matchup, two organizations that have their futures very bright, as long as those guys play and get better and et cetera, et cetera. So I'm really excited to see that. And I'm a Broncos fan, so I got to talk about this. Broncos lose week 2 against the Washington Commanders. It's going to be really demoralizing. All the hype behind Sean Payton. Russell Wilson, you got to chuck the ball. You got to be more precise in the pocket. Do something in the pocket for once. Defensive-wise, you got to get to Sam Howell. I don't know how we're going to do that. We had probably no pressure last week against the Las Vegas Raiders. So it's going to be a good matchup tomorrow just because I'm a Broncos fan. But those are the main games I'm looking forward to. Obviously, there's some that I'm missing. I think I'm missing the Dolphins-Patriots, probably game of the week right there. How that's going to play out, I don't know, because Bill Belichick, he's a mastermind at defense. So it's going to be really interesting to see how Bill tries to slow down all the motions they do with Hill and Waddle. As I believe the Dolphins were, last week, I think the motions 75% of their plays, the second most in NFL versus the San Francisco 49ers. So it's going to be a good week. Good week again, man. Love it. But yeah, like and subscribe. Peace. I'm out. Have a blessed one.